this. Now the whole lot has been bashed around fucking horrendously. Now I don't know if it was customs doing its usual customs thing, or if it was delivery drivers trying to steal anything we're stealing. I don't know. But this is an anti-static bag. Generally when you get tech, they put it inside an anti-static bag. That way the circuitry doesn't get fried in transit or when you're messing about with it. Power supply. Is that the only cable? No. Bit of sticky foam. That's literally just so you can put it on there to stop it from squiggling around. Your obligatory USB. Oh, I said USB to USB. Da-da. What this is, it's a casing. And what you do, in theory, is take your internal hard drive from an old computer, stick it in here, and then, if you're lucky, you can access the information that was on your old computer. Let's think. I used to make these years ago. There you go. In theory, that should be all right there. That shouldn't be an issue there. That's just right. What you have inside here is you've got your data cable connection is here. That's a long one. The short one is your power supply connection. That's all they are. That, in theory, is all you require. Because when you take your computer apart, I'll show you. Make it easier. Ah, knackered legs, knackered legs, knackered legs. Right. This is one of my old computers. When you take it apart, this is your internal hard drive. So you've got your power supply. Wiggle that off. You got your data. Get out of it. Yeah. That's your data cable. So in theory, if you focus for just 1 second, those two connections there should just plug straight in. Then power it up, and hopefully I can then transfer the information from my own external and my other externals and use those to get the information I may have lost. It may not work, it may work, I don't know. I always touch something metal before you start pissing about with these things. Because you build up static discharge in your body. That's why computer desks all have metal frames. So you can touch it, grab hold of it for a second or two. That discharges most of your static electric. Otherwise you fry all this crap and your fragile little circuit that goes in the back of your hard drive. Plus, what you can also do then, that casing, I think it was 10 quid. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I will check and stick it on screen. I think it was like tenner. They're normally about £5 to buy and 10 quid delivery. So you're talking about 10-15 quid. But what this means is I can use this, stick in one of my old hard drives. The one from the old machine is half a terabyte. I've got two 1 terabyte ones in the cupboard. I've got another one there which is I think 2 terabytes. So basically, for a sake of 15 quid, not only am I getting my information back if it works, but I'm also stopping other people from stealing it if I throw it in the bin, and I get a brand new external hard drive. In theory, if it works. I'm going to give it a go, but first I need vodka. Okie dokie. Now the power supply, I'm going to use my own power supply because they're all the same. Computers, laptops vary, but your desktop computer, whether it's a tower or a flat one, they all run on a 12-volt internal system. So the power supply you're using to power this thing is a 12-volt. They pretty much all 12 volt. So, in theory, that should just slide in. Careful when you put it in, and then hopefully it should line up and just pop in. Oh, I'm so scared. Are they going to match up? They should do. Oh shit! That went in so easily. Right, normally what I would do is put a bit of foam in the sides just to keep it from moving around. Hard drives work like a record player from 150 years ago. That's how hard drives work. It the mechanics are basically the same as a record player, except instead of using a hot needle in a wax, they use magnets. So you've got your spinning metal discs going around, and then you've got your needles going tick, 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 tick. But instead of like tapping it and scratching it, they're actually using magnets to change the data flow. So that was way too easy. An issue there might be is that my last computer had a password on it. Now I don't know if that's going to make any difference to me doing this, but I'll plug it in and see if it works. So what's happening is that it recognized the external drive. I plugged it in, switched it on, and it's clucking away, but it's not giving me access. Now this could be for many reasons. It could be because of a different operating system. I'm on Windows Pro at the moment, which I hate. I was on Windows 11 before, which is also crap. But it could be because it was password protected, the hard drive. It could also be other things going wrong. I don't know. But I'm trying to change the system access. The way you do this, you go to the Windows drive, or whatever it's called, Windows D. It's NTFS, which is an American formatted freaking stupid thing. I think it's PAL in the rest of the planet. But you go for your properties, you click on security, advanced security, and then you check on the change access. And right now it's having a bit of a hissy fit. Put it down there. So that's what you do basically, is you can try and change the permission settings, which you shouldn't be allowed to do unless you've got passwords, but it's not asking me for passwords. So now I'm just going to wait for it to try and rewrite all the access to every file that's on the bloody hard drive. It could take a while, but that might work, it might not work.